Again, nothing. I guess I should be reading the text more because it was flying into the air. Hangs in the air, reaching for my eyes. Ready to drop on me. Defend! Shameful. Let's be a little more careful. Oh, I just said I wanted to be more careful. I could have beaten it, but it would have been, like all or nothing. Up into the rafters. Perch on the steeple. Still shameful. There. Stupid thing. There creeps out from his hiding place and thanks you 2 or 3 times over. Give him back his badge. So as you dig into your pack, while Theodo waits, cocking his head and listening to the sound of you rummaging through your things. You produce the badge and place it into his hand. He smiles as he accepts it. Why, stranger, thank you, but... Feels to the surface, trying to work out its shape, then suddenly drops it as though it were scalding hot. That's not mine, he says hotly. Not anymore. Wish you never take it in the first place. I won't take it again. He kicks the badge and he skitters away into the debris of the fallen church. It's my name. I don't deny it, he replies. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you happily. Ever since the blindness struck me down, I've been tormented by those demons, and now they are dead. It saved me, as much as I can be saved. Let's give him his walking cane. His outstretched hand and placed the walking cane to its grip. His fingers find its familiar shape and he leans into it quickly with a sigh. My old friend, he murmurs. This saw me through the worst times when my eyes were failing. I hardly need it now, of course. He demonstrates. He spins around on the spot to get his legs into a tangle and sharply down, laughing. But thank you, stranger. You were indeed kind. Beggar shivers. It's a sudden breath of cold. This afternoon is waning. Evening is approaching already. These are growing shorter, Theodo remarks. It's like that here, near the backlands. Oh, your spell line for the gate. Happily, he says. Glad to be rid of it. It was... Oh, no, my memory's not as good as it was. Let me see, it was... Makes his brain for all it is worth. Let's wait. Got it. It's by Kruger's grace and something's pride. Oh, I can't remember what the something was. Starving, he whispers. So hungry. Give him some food. A pack of palots and bread and cheese, which you offer to him. He accepts it greedily, gobbling it so fast you think he'll make himself sick. Once he is finishing, he inhales deeply. I feel almost human again, he remarks. It's been a lucky day. Let me reward you. See what he offers. Here's my story begins. Used to collect tax in this city. As I didn't account truthfully. That's why those harpies haunted me. As revenge for everything I ever took for myself. I give the most valuable piece of it to you now. And he holds out a ring of silver fashioned in the shape of a serpent that cools around your finger, twice around your finger. This is a talisman to protect you from serpents. Please take it. It will be useful to you, I know. Take it. The ring, place it on your finger and thank him. You can't just help wondering if you will ever learn if it is a truly powerful item or just a trinket. He smiles hintedly. Perhaps, he says, I feel a little better now. Try to remember the rest of the line. That it's gone. I fear it's gone like my sight. It was the name of a god, one of the old gods, the god of pride, no less. Maybe you can find out elsewhere. Or you could ask Kurga, the god of grace, for help. God lives in a temple that way. He waves roughly northwards. Tell me about Kurga. Can he help me? Kurga sees all and knows all. Vigor grips your wrist and squeezes. But you risk your life if you talk to him. Remember, please, the left eye. That's how you start. The left eye. Let's just screenshot that. And what happened to your eyes? A black eye curse, and I know who cursed me. It was Sansas. Once he was a good ruler, fair and honest. He ruled Kar like a kind father, looking after a cherished daughter. Nothing was too much effort. But he began to fear his other counselors. He thought we were plotting against him, ready to overthrow him. Were you? Vigor laughed sadly. Mulas was. As soon as Sansas gave Mulas one of the spell lines, he wanted them all. Wanted them for himself, so he could hold the city to ransom. Mulas used to be a blackmailer. He decides but I was loyal. Sansas repaid me, like this. He begins to weep once more. Let's leave him. Beg her for his help, incomplete as it was. And then you look to the track ahead, and take your leave of him. Follow the path around the edge of the wasteland. Fifth noble Shinva is dead. Buried in the necropolis of Kar, where his ghost still haunts. Lord Mulas. Mulas is one of the nobles of Kar. Half of Theda's spellline by Kurga's grace and someone's pride. God of Kurga's three eyes. Kurga may be able to help you search. His ritual involves three eyes. The left eye, the right eye, and the third eye in his forehead. Start with the left. Start with the left. Oh, also, we got a magical item. Oh, it's a treasure. Serpent ring. Edge of the wasteland. There's a circle. I'm wary of circles now. Far to the wasteland ahead of you, you make a line of dark trees. I kind of want to go in here, into the Gardens of Briar. There's a fountain there I could take a drink from. I could also hop the fence into the necropolis. I'm not sure if it'll let me into the garden, but I want to go in. But I did want to do Lord Theda's stuff, and I was pretty sure that's where it was, because that looked like it was going directly into the garden. Either way, we got a ring to protect us against snakes. And I kind of want to go to the fountain. Somewhere in here there's a mill. But that just says it's a low hovel. But that looks like a mill wheel, right? Whatever. you can't hit everything. There's a constant movement in corner eyes. Rats scurrying to hide under the stones and in the cracks. Hat turns around in the fountain, which is toppled over to one side, revealing an empty well shaft leading down into the earth. Look at the fountain. Gigantic serpent leaning up from the base of the pedestal, with its jaws open to devour a marble sun. The openings don't suggest the fountain water was when the fountain was working. Water ran between its scales and into the base, so the serpent was being pushed down by a rainstorm. Return to the fork in the path. Aww. I guess I can't go back that way. Unless I can go this way. I pinched a guy clearing guy ropes held down by rubble. Let's listen at the door. Let's go in, I guess. Inside the tiny hovel, your eyes widen. The room inside is lined floor to ceiling with trinkets, knickknacks, bric-a-brac, and other miscellaneous stuff. Some of it is piled on the shelves, some hangs on the ceilings, and more leans against the walls. There are weapons, pots, jewelry, domestic objects, magical items, and much more. Sitting cross-legged on the floor in the midst of all the mess is a small bearded gnome who rubs his hands and greets you as you come in. How have you not been robbed? Greetings! Greetings, the gnome answers enthusiastically. He pats the ground behind him. See if we can do a little bartering. You can probably tell, I have no interest in money. Gnome gestures around the room. There is certainly a lot to choose from. The items stand out are a bamboo flute, a pot of beeswax, a bag of goblin's teeth, a compass whose needle quivers in a direction which you are close to, but is not actually not actually north. A flute. A flute. Do I need a flute for anything? Got that. Don't have nose plugs. Don't have a face mask. Wait. I do have nose plugs and a skull cap and sand. Do I need a flute? Green-haired wig is pretty good. Nope. Don't. Fire, water, bag of gold, face, pebbles. Vial of glue, bamboo flute for jig. Goblin's tooth. 1, 2, an army of goblins who may be commanded to fight an enemy or perform any other duties. So I could make goblins. Flute? I don't know what he wants. What do you want for this? What'd you take? Didn't take my sword. Didn't take my serpent ring. Didn't take my skull cap, my sand, or my nose plugs. Didn't take my meal. As you can tell, bartering with this guy is pretty risky. So he just took 3 items from me for 1 item. And you can only take from him once, and every other time you try he just steals something else.